Greetings everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, no intro on this, we're straight into the game because it's a game we already covered last Saturday. It's a homebrew called Manic Pietro by Cristian M Gonzalez in 2019 on the 128k Spectrum, based on Manic Miner from 1983 by Bug Bite. Now I'm having another go at this because the levels we showed you before, where you controlling Luigi and Super Mario, were on new levels, but Cristian has also recreated painstakingly the original levels of Manic Miner, the first 20, so we'll see how closely he gets to that, with intros at the start of each one. So let's see how close he gets, what difference is there. Look at that, there we go. Already, you'll know the music is awesome. Yeah, definitely deserve coming back to this. So this is like a bonus video. Round 1. Central Cavern, so there's 20 levels. Look at that, beautiful. So it looks, well, practically the same. The sound is souped up, the colours is souped up as well. So Miner Willy isn't just white, he's got different colours. He's got blue trousers on and a red top and a yellow mining helmet. There's 4 colours on that character. Oops, and we land on a bush. Now normally that yellow robot goes back and forward. I think I prefer it in yellow, but this time he's also got a pink jumper or magenta jumper and blue trousers. Suddenly he's got clothes, hooray! Now it looks exactly the same, so we'll see how it plays. There's no dancing Miner Willy down the bottom there. Don't know if that's because this is being emulated or not, don't know. This is great, so much to like here. Well, it's looking the same so far. That looks a bit closer. Yeah, that's closer. You couldn't get that far across before, but that's just a small grudge. Those stalactites were normally blue. Oh, this music's doing some crazy stuff. Well done, Cristian. I'm glad I come back to this. Manic Pietro, being played because of recommendation. If you haven't seen the original review already that went on Saturday, have a look at that. You control either Mario or Luigi, alternating, I think, on, well, revolutionary levels. And they all pay tribute to various Mario games and then various Spectrum games, and they are excellent. Good level of difficulty. It's going to be interesting to see how far I get on this, because it's the first time I've played these ones, but, you know, they're as close as you can possibly get to the original Manic Miner from 83. It's the cold room now. This looks vaguely similar. I think I can remember how to do this. Right, you've got to get these flashing, well, look like table tennis bats, don't they? Bomb, 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 bomb. But this is making me really, really happy. So the overall game, Manic Pietro, has got 40 levels in it. 20 of these classic levels and 20 brand new levels. You can't ask for much more than that. The guy was on fire when he did this. I've been told to review another game of his called Gandalf. That is Pietro Brothers as well, and that's definitely in the list to do. La 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 la. Right, this is going to work. And the next should be the Menagerie. Boof. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Manic Miner, I can't see how you would be. It's the first video you've seen. But basically, you must collect all the flashing objects on the screen before the air runs out, that white dot, that right bar going down. And when you get to the end, your bonus is how much air you've got left. This looks slightly different than the ledges. Right, and I'm really hoping the time is the same up the top there. Played this so much as a kid and quite a bit as an adult as well. I think that can be it. Right, there's a couple of timings you can do there. This is playing exactly the same as the original Manic Miner. One would say, why play it instead of Manic Miner then? Well, it's a good addition. Manic Miner for Super Retro, this for a bit of quality on top, and it just makes me a bit happy because this wasn't on the Spectrum Next, but it's the sort of thing that Spectrum Next is going to be starting to come up with. It's going to be taking old games and putting a new gloss on them outside, and you know, they've got even better capabilities than this. What's going to come on the ZxSpectrum next? If you own one, because at the time of recording they have started shipping them, then tell me what you think. There's new games coming out for it already. Da da da, dee da do, dip ba do. Right, I'm doing this from memory now. This level's playing exactly the same. Sea Lion's got a bit more colour, as you would expect. Yeah, now the next level after this I might have a bit of difficulty, and it's the first one of, I would say for me, the difficult levels. It's called EUGENE'S LAIR. The garish red background on the original, which was quite good fun. Let's see if this one does it now. I'm not sure they're going to do that if Miner Willy's top's red as well, so that's going to be interesting to see what Cristian does with that. Unless it's a brighter background than the graphic. Boof. Goodbye, abandoned uranium workings. We're going to abandon it. Right, EUGENE'S LAIR. Excellent quality, this game. Oh, there we go. Yeah, his jumper's gone a bit... it's gone a bit invisible, isn't it, really? Okay, fair enough. pinky red. Strain your eyes. Eugene's got sunglasses on this time and purple socks, it seems. Now, I can't remember what the timing is of this. There's 2 lavatories going backward and forward. I don't think that's... No, that's not the timing, is it? I'm going to land on the lavatory. And as we know, when you land on the lavatory, you're dead. The idea is on this level is to get all the, well, flashing toilet rolls, I think, and then get in that square at the bottom, the red and white square, before Eugene, well, goes and sits on it. Is he on the loo? I do not know. Right. Good drumming going on as well, right? That might be it. No, oh, I think that was it then, but I jumped up to a bush. You get less lives on this than the original Manic Miner, but unlike the original Manic Miner, there's a code there you can type in to get back to where you last left off. Version 1.1, Manic Pietro. Glad I'm doing a second review on this because it deserves it. As homebrews go, this is absolutely fantastic, so track it down if you can. Even if you like the classic Manic Miner or new stages. You can't control Luigi or Mario on this one, it's just Miner Willy on his own. Right, let's see if we get the timing this time. What is the timing? I'd like to get as far as the Kong Beast on this, but if we don't get to all the stages, which I probably won't do, we'll leave it running to demo mode so you can see them all. It looks to me, whoa, it looks to me as all the stages are going to be roughly the same, if not identical, but with additional bit of colour, which is always good to see. Might be a test on the eyes sometimes, but you know, it's worth it for that music, isn't it as well? Bob, 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 bob. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. I wish I could use that music on my channel, but you know, it's Christian's. Do. Right, okay, let's go. Good remix of the original Manic Miner music. Of the Hall of the Mountain King, it was. Go. Disco. Hit me. There we go, and we're off of Eugene's lair. Next up, the processing plant. There's a lot of Pac-Men in this stage, right? I think I remember how to do this one. This is a stage that's a lot easier than it initially looks. The magenta Pac-Man's cutting up a little bit. It's got a white head, unless he's wearing a plaster. I can let that go. It might be intentional. Who knows? This is going to be awkward. See, that's the most awkward bit of it. We've done it. Right, now, that Pac-Man's going to walk underneath. As soon as he does, I can just drop down. That should be fine. Bit tighter than I wanted it. Behind Mr. Blue Sky. You're not going to bash the Pac-Man above you. Can't jump that high. Get the last key, and the box on the top right should flash. There it goes. Blue and yellow. Back where you came. And then we just need to get up the top right, and then it's the next. And I think it might be a cool stage next. I think it's the Kong Beast. It's either that or the VAT. Is it the VAT or the Kong Beast? Can't remember. We'll soon find out. On the original Manic Miner, you got a bonus score after 10,000. Not sure this one, or bonus life. I'm not sure this one does that. Yeah. Yeah, you only need to touch the square. On Manic Miner, you have to be a bit more precise getting into the square. It's not that you can just fall the way through it. Yeah, it is the VAT next. Right, the VAT. Now, I'm really hoping this plays the same because the VAT is consistent of all sinking ledges on the right there with that kangaroo on the top. You know, kangaroos always hang around VATs, don't they? So as long as you rest on there, they start sinking, and there's a timing for it all, which I've sort of like got in my brain. Hopefully the timing on Manic Pietro Manic Miner Recreations is exactly the same as the original game. Right, drop down there, get that key, then you walk right. Drop down again, bit of colour clash, but that is like the original game as well, I think. Right, now keep dropping down. Don't bash into Mr. Kanga down here. Boof. Right, there's on the classic or the original levels, or the different levels that were done by Christian. He had a great stage which looks a bit like Horace and the Spider, so I'd love to try and get to that stage if I can find a code. Right, off we go again. The Kong Beast arrives. Miner Willy meets the Kong Beast. Jump over that walnut. Doobie 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 doo doobie doo doo. Now you have to collect bananas on this one. So if you're a banana fan, that's good. If you've got a couple of banana skins, you can use them to make a nice pair of slippers. Ha 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 ha. That's a good joke. No. I shouldn't tell those jokes. It does inspire even worse jokes in the comment section about banana skins or something. Right, here we go. But, you know, if you're watching this video and you do find yourself commentating a lot, then you're probably as mad as me. Hooray! All about retro this channel, and a bit of modern day stuff, really. But having a laugh, easing stress, it's mainly about easing stress. It certainly eases my stress, just coming and shouting various bits of rubbish and playing stupidly. And we share a bit of information about the games and memories as well. It's all about the nostalgia. You won't get too much nostalgia for this particular game because it only came out in 2019, but it's got lots of Manic Minerness, hasn't it? It's got a lot of the DNA of Manic Miner with extra colours thrown in for good measure. Right, now this is the bit where it starts getting beyond my skill set now. I don't think I completed every level back in the day. Solar powered generator, I don't think I completed that bit. Landing bay, I think I might have completed that once. The bank was a bit tricky. Mutant telephones also, I seem to remember. And we'll be coming up to them quite soon. Right, I should get past the Amoebatrons though. This is all about patience and timing. Shouldn't cause too much hassle here. Right, away we go. Do 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 be do. Yeah, I'm gonna be hearing this music in my sleep, but in a good way. Right, I'll get past that amoeba thing. The story behind the original Manic Miner is he's gone into the mines and there's some sort of, I don't know, some chemical spillage or something that's haunted. And after completing the Manic Miner, getting all the gold from the caverns, he uses that to buy a great big mansion. But knowing, oh, that looks wrong. Oh dear. But knowing his luck, the mansion is also haunted by a professor who owned the building before, doing mad, I don't know, tests or whatever, experiments. And he must, for some reason now, he's hired this awful housekeeper and he can't go to bed until he's cleared up all the glasses. Although that's her job. Yeah, he don't make good business decisions, this fella. Bom 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 bom. So yeah, if you haven't already, please check out the original review of Manic Pietro. This is just bonus video of recreations of the original game, which he didn't have to do, Christian, but I'm glad he did. He's just showing off with what he could do with the wonderful colours. You won't see many ZXspectrum games where the character you're controlling is 4 different colours. I mean, that does take some work. Just about did that on time. The Endorian Forest. Now I might complete this stage, I might not. It's tricky. So, you know, Endorian. Based on Ewoks, I suppose, but they never had different coloured onesies on like they do in this. Yellow onesie, red onesie, white onesie, and a cyan onesie. What's your favourite onesie? Comment below. Let's get off the Endorian Forest. There we go. Right, there's one. The trickiest bit in this one is that trying to get that apple just above the cyan fella. Because you can't do it in a conventional way, you have to do it on the down jump, which you'll soon find out. That was in the original anyway. I don't know if this one's going to be more easier, but it does look like it's going to be exactly the same. Try and use some of this level there, because you'll need that to fall back on. Right, now this is the tricky bit now. Let's see if we can get it. Right, got to time it with that guy walking backward and forward. That could be it. Nabbed it. Oh, that worked out really well. Maybe that wasn't a fluke. I'm tempted to say that was a fluke, but let's say it wasn't a fluke. It was genius gameplay, which you've come to expect from watching this channel. You know that's a lie if you've seen any of the other videos. So that's the Endorian Forest behind us. Hurrah! Hooray! Now it's getting really tricky for me now. Attack of the Mutant Jelly Bones. Telephones. Yeah, I've done this a few times. Never when I've been commentating, I don't think. We had a few looks at Manic Miner on various different versions. Need a bit of luck here. No, that didn't help. Come on, dude. Right. Come on, I'm concentrating here, right. That's that. Now we do this jump here to buy us a bit of time. That's bought us some time. Now I think this might be a conveyor belt, this bit. We need to avoid the red... Oh, that's good. We need to avoid the red phone. Done it. Right. When that's gone past, drop down. Let's give it another couple of goes. Oops, that's it. I got away with that. Right, this is looking promising. The hardest object is that one in like the middle, slightly to the right. Yeah. Right. Oh, I've died as well. The graphics were corrupted a little bit there, but that's probably my system. I don't know if you saw that or not, but it might not have corrupted on the recording, but it corrupted when I was watching it. Anyway, so we won't go back in again, but we will leave it running in demo mode because it might show us a few other screens, which I'm sure you're familiar with if you know about Manic Miner. And you can see, do they look similar to the originals? Judging by the ones we played so far, they're very, very similar. The only other slight difference, I think, was the first one where only someone that's played lots and lots of times will notice, where we did that jump off the conveyor belt past the robot and jumped a bit further than I think what you can normally get, but only by about, I don't know, 3 or 4 pixels. But it's a great conversion, great music, plays really well, captures all the spirit of the original, and fantastic once again. I think I do prefer the levels that Cristian designed himself, only because I was looking at them as new with a new character. This you're quite judgmental because it's nostalgia all the way through. But anyway, that's as far as I got. He's done a good job. Return of the Alien Kong Beast, he come back again. Does look the same, apart from better use of colour, or more use of colour. Not too garish either, although I wouldn't want my bedroom coloured that way. Oil refinery, that looks more or less the same. Yeah, I don't think there's too much you could have done with that. There we go. What's one's next? Test yourself. Yeah, Skylab landing bay. I had a cheat to jump to that. I did it a couple of times, but you really got to guess which. There's a pattern of when these things crash down. You don't want to be there when they land. The bank. Yeah, I've done that level a few times as well with a cheat to jump straight there. That's not overly difficult, that one. Looks a lot more difficult than it is. Next up, the 16th Cavern. I think that's the 16th level. I'm not sure. I'll have to check my notes. Could be. 16th Cavern. 16th level. Manic Pietro. The warehouse. Never completed that. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. It works a bit like the VAT, that one. If you completed that, let me know. There's probably some skills you need to do there. It's like no warehouse I've been in. Amoebatron's Revenge. Pretty similar to Wacky Amoebatrons. The only dangerous one is that yellow one going back and up and down very, very fast. But you could probably outwit him. Solar power generator. Don't get in the way of that generator. That's probably more or less the same as it was before, isn't it? Levels might have a bit of more white top on it, like it's been snowing. And there's the last stage, the final barrier. Now, when you complete that, in the original game at least, it just went back to the first cavern again. So there we go. So I hope you liked having a look at that bonus vid. It was well worth having another look at, wasn't it, really? That was Manic Pietro on the ZxSpectrum 128K. Do have a look on the first review there. Written by Cristian M Gonzalez in 2019. Done an awesome job. Well done to him once again. So if you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.